what is meant by a background worker. So background worker is a secondary thread which will execute in its dedicated state. So we will implement this practically, how this background thread to be implemented, how to make a use of this one. So to understand this, we'll form an example. So we'll have two buttons, like start from one city and we'll go to reach to the another city. So distance between two cities, let's say consider as a 150 kilometer. So for this demonstration, we'll take example of Pune to the Mumbai. So in between Pune on an average is 150 kilometer, and we will show the progress of a kilometer, and we'll show the progress on a progress bar as well, and in the status strip as well. So once we click on the start button, so background thread will start and it will show a progress on a progress bar as well as on a status bar. And once it reaches to the 150 kilometer, we will say its distance, this travel has been completed. So let's start with taking the controls on this form. So this is a simple WinForm application. On this WinForm application, we are going to take the controls. So first of all, we need two buttons. Okay, so this is one button. We'll take another button for giving the commands to generate the events. And very important, we need a background worker. So here it is a background worker. So double click on it, so it will get added here as a background worker. And then we need a status strip here, status bar, and a progress bar. So take this progress bar. So progress bar, we will add a progress bar here. Okay, and the status bar as well. So the status strip, I will add the status strip here, and the status strip we want a label. Okay, now we'll start changing this one to. Okay, we'll make this small. So here we will add this one and two buttons here, making it small on this form. Okay, so we'll change the font first of all. Make this 10, and this button also make this as a 10. This font, just will changing the font size 10, and this first button is going to be a start from Pune. So this is a button start. Okay. Let's say this is start and stop buttons, two buttons which we have added. Just making it small. Okay, and this is a status strip label which we want to show as a progress. LBL progress. This label progress which we are going to use, and this is where we want to update the progress. And this is a progress bar. We'll change the object name, PG bar. And now, okay, so now we'll just change this background worker name. So this will give as a BG worker. So once we start creating these events, click on the start. So here we are going to start our background worker. Okay, and here up, so these two events has been created. Now for this background worker, we have to create a multiple events. First of all, we are going to make a use of this background worker to report the progress. So make this variable as a true, and worker supports cancellation. So in between, if user pressed cancel, then we have to support it. So make this variable as well true. Okay, so these two variables we have to make it as a true, and then click on these events. So first of all, we are going to make a use of this background worker to do some activity for long running activity. So generate this event as a do work, then go back again to the design, the events of this one, event of this background worker. Click on this progress changed, because this progress changed also we want to see on the screen. And the next event is run worker completed. So in the button start, if background worker, this BG worker is not busy, if it is not busy, then we have to start asynchronously. So BG worker run asynchronously. This run asynchronously method we have to create it. This method will start running. And if you click on the stop, then BG worker we have to stop asynchronously, cancel asynchronous work. Okay, this cancel asynchronous work. This is a start and stop. We are going to cover a distance of 150 kilometer from one city to another city. Okay, so we'll show on the UI as well how what we are going to do it here. So take two labels and we'll just show. We'll give this text as a starting from pony, start pony, stop at Mumbai. So we can just see here. Just for understanding purpose, we just frame this demo. And so after starting, it will start this background worker, and when we stop, it will cancel this asynchronous worker thread. Now in do work, what we are going to see, we are going to take a loop of a for loop up to starting from 1 to 150. So take a for loop. So this is a long running activity which we are going to perform here. And for this long running activity, we are going to report a progress. So bg worker dot report a progress changed. Okay, and this is the how much kilometer which we are going to report it. Okay, but if worker has been stopped in between, if it is stopped in between, then we have to handle this one. How we will handle? So this is going to be a bias sender. So create one background worker object. The sender we have to map as a background worker. So this sender as background worker. Okay, so this is going to contain the whatever the cancellation pending activity in this background worker. So we have to check it. We have to check it if background worker dot cancellation pending, the cancellation pending. So make this event as a true. Cancel property of this event, make it true. Cancel equals to true. So we have to stop in between if it is cancelled by the user. So and we have to break this operation. Else we have to report continuously progress of a distance covered by this journey. Okay, so we have to handle it here, and then else part we will report this progress. So in the progress changed, it will come in this event. Okay, so we are passing this percentage progress. So progress change is done by this method. Progress change update is done by this method. So here we will update our status label and the progress bar. So first of all, here progress bar, our PG bar, what we name we have given as a PG bar dot pick dot value. We are going to update as a e progress dot percentage and progress report percentage, which is passed by this event. And one more thing which we are going to update, lbl progress dot status as progress dot text, which we are going to update here. So here also we'll say distance covered by distance covered, and this is distance which we are going to see e dot progress percentage. Here also showing the value on the progress bar, and here also we're going to show, but here we have to show this percentage by some calculation. So this value we have to make it some calculation here. This is completed, then we have to say as a completed, but before we have to handle this cancel event. So if this e dot cancelled, then we have to say worker has been stopped. I mean this has been stopped. So here we will update this has been stopped. Bus is stopped. And if we have to handle if in between error occurred or something programming error occurred, then we have to handle this as well. It's error not equal to null. Sorry, error equals to null. Then we have to handle this part as well for the error part. Equal to null, not equal to null means there is an error. Not equal to null means there is an error. So here we'll update on the status bar error occurred. And no error, no work has been stopped. Then finally else part will update journey completed. Here we'll update delay. So here to add this delay, first of all we have to add this delay for this for loop. Thread dot slip, it will update the properly. Now start running this and it will show Now it is showing we have corrected it. Now it is showing the correct one. So it is updating this distance covered as well as it is updating in the progress bar. So after completing, it is showing as a journey completed. So now if we do it again, start, it will start from initial level and it will complete. If you stop in between, it will stop and it will show as a bus is stopped.